just the way.
Welcome back to the Team Nerd Herd podcast, where our best advice is if you want to do it right, collect what you like. You already know the drill, y'all. It is Thursday night. Your boy's having some technical difficulties with this sparse background. It's horrible, y'all. You don't even know what's going on with the boy's laptop.
Are you still at the glory hole?
What happened?
Are you still at the glory hole?
Don't delay him. He might cut out.
Dude, don't jinx me, dude. I might fall off. But you guys know the drill. It's Thursday. We got a Mondo Mail Call like no other. And I'm ticking over here. I know Jeff is ready to rock, but without further ado, let's go ahead and get this roll call going. And then we'll go ahead and introduce our secret guest. What's going on, Alonzo? How's it going, brother?
Dude, not much. I'm excited for our special guest, like no other. I'm super excited to see, what they have, because I don't know. I'm excited. I'm just very excited. So what about you, JR?
You just told him we got more than one guest.
No,
I'm excited, but I'm also
you
taking
said
bets on
attention.
how long Steve lasts tonight. I don't think it's gonna be very long. I mean, it's kind of like a normal night with his girl.
Hey, man.
But anyways,
You're fired right now.
anyways, I'm gonna send it on over to Jeff, Mr. Spider-Man himself. What are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. I saw the score and I'm still losing, so damn it, I need to stop looking at that damn thing.
I don't even look yet. So
I rushed home just for the Mondo Mail Call from work, and I can't even wait. I really thank you, Herd, for tuning in, but I can't even wait. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And see, I would have
That's
won on the under there.
That's okay.
But,
you were absolutely right.
yeah.
But let's do a quick shout out to our moderators. Just a big shout out to Rudy, Something Wong, and Deanime. Thank you guys so much. Again, you make this chat lively. We love you guys. Without you, we couldn't do it. So
last
we
3 weeks
appreciate you so much.
fun.
And also, quick shout out to our DJs. We got DJ Abomination and Plainclothes D. Thank you so much for those lovely beats. We appreciate you. One other thing, just really quickly. Oh, and Steve's back. Also want to give a shout out to the folks in the chat before we get started. I see that everybody's here. Look at that. And early.
Ooh, it's a full house.
We got Glenn 2K12. What is going on? Copy 801. Something Wong. Look at that. Well, I love this. Look at that. You guys started a trend with comics are great. He is now CRG. I love it. Look at that. Eric the Phoenix. Thank you so much for
Steve. You're gonna drop again.
jumping on here. If I were Steve, it would be like flapping those fiery wings, right? Is that it, Steve? No?
Yeah.
Rising from the ashes. We got Moonlit Comics.
What's up, Michelle?
Raging Cajun Comics. Look at that. Oh, Uncanny Swag. Thank you so much. Comics Talk Weekly. Let's see. What else? Who else we got here? Who else? I could have sworn I saw Deanime. Oh, look at that. Rudy's on here. What is going on, Rudy? Oh, Tim Stacy. How's it going, Tim? And Something Wong again. Man, this guy's all over the place. Where's Deanime? Oh, hey, check this out. All right, Liz. Battle 66 Delta. Is that Liz?
And there goes Steve again. I say his name and he disappears. He's like, fuck that fat dude. I'm out of here.
Comics Talk Weekly. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, there we go. Deanime. What is going on?
He's having technical difficulty every time he gets hit and JR beats him up.
I think we are all caught up. Oh, there's HKY.
It's all good. He didn't have a huge amount this week anyway.
What's up, Sheena?
Unlike Jeff with having to do a special sneak attack last night.
Look at. I love this chat, and seriously, I think a lot of it has to do with Rudy, Wong, and Deanime. I mean, this is things like all over the place. This is fantastic. Oh, and Real Rude 6. What is going on? So you know what? Let's just start this mail call. I think we have a little bit of time before we get started, don't we?
Yeah, before
Yeah,
the
person's
our
running a little
special
bit
guest
late.
gets in.
So, we already agreed that we're going to save Steve for last. So, Jeff, do you want to go?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I won this over at East Meets West a couple weeks ago, and this is pretty awesome. I got a Venom. Okay, now this one right here.
Oh,
Fuck
nice.
that book.
Oh, yep.
I'm tired of that
wait
book.
5 minutes.
It's Steve is gone already
I
again.
Yeah,
mean,
that's
said
okay.
the same
Oh,
for this one too.
Oh, damn. What the heck?
What the hell is
Beauty.
That's right. We're here.
Hey, what's up? This is a much better show.
We're taking over this mofo. Where'd those guys go? The Matrix holds them all. What? Oh, look at the guns on my boy right there. Cyclops ruling the building.
Joe, it's Cyclops.
Sup?
Crash the party.
He's here to tear things down. We got the anime, the DX in the house. We got power. Let's bring him with a little funk. That's my boy, DJ Scratch Bastard. Part of the Hood Club.
China, Brazil, India,
Yo, this is balling. I gotta play
Thailand, USA, USSR, Japan, Japan.
Bring him in, bring him in.
Japan. Round one. Fight.
Bring him in, bastard. Bring him in. This boy's got the wickedness. That's my boy. Dude, you can never go wrong with a Hadouken.
OG.
That's it. That's my guy right there. Killed it. You have been eliminated.
Nice.
Fatality, perfect score. So
All
what
right.
up, party people? We have taken over. We are the Rent Warmers. That's right. If you hadn't figured
That's
it out
right.
by now,
That's right.
you know who we got up in this building? We got my boy DX, the anime. We got the leader of the clan, Something Wrong. And we have your humble servant,
What's up, guys? What's
the
up?
Hurricane, aka El Luchador, aka your boy Rude Dog. What up, party people? We have taken over the show. All right, with that
What's
being
up,
said,
guys? What's up?
what up, my peeps? We are here to do just a little live impromptu. I don't know how we managed it, but we finagled this channel, dude. I think we stole it.
We got pictures. We got pictures.
Yeah, dude, they paid a lot, and we still got their channel. So you know, that's how you work blackmail, dude. That's where that phrase came from. So cheers to everyone. I'm drinking from the Cowgirl cup. This is my wife's big bottle cup. I enjoy it because it keeps my beer ice cold. So what do we got on the game for tonight? We've got a little bit of retro mail call.
We got
Yeah.
some action tonight.
We definitely have it. That's
Ooh.
look at that graphic. Does it get better than that? Yo, I'm your boy Spawn. And then we got the killers behind the funk, the magic, and the control. So we're here. We're gonna do a little retro mail call. We're gonna take over. I know everybody's bringing in what they just picked up at the LCS, what they just bought, you know, online, eBay, slabs they sent in. But we're gonna go old school. We're gonna take it back quite a few years. Some of you guys might be a little too young to even know what some of this stuff is, but we're gonna show you what we grew up on before your collectible apps, your online access, all your information. I just want to say what up to everybody in the chat supporting us. You guys didn't know it was going to be us, did you? I think we threw out some hints. You guys remember that?
That's right.
So
That's right.
We got representing right above me from the 90s, Michael Stipes. Am I close?
I actually took time off the busy tour to come
Yeah.
be with you guys.
Yeah, he is a performer like nobody's business. He takes no less than $10 bills, ladies. Just letting you know. 5s and 1s ain't gonna cut it. You better bring your debit card. And then we got the cleavage being shown. That's a little extra, but that's just a sample. That's just a taste. You know, you got to give them a little candy. Otherwise, they ain't coming in. So then we got Mr. Wong, leader of the group, Cyclops. You know, that's where we're at. That's where it's going. So let's all right. Let's
Wolverine's with my girl right now, so I got the night.
That's just so wrong, but so right at the same time. If loving her is Jean. If loving Jean is Wong, I don't want to be right.
Yeah, we're the
That's
No
right,
Jeans
that's right.
Club.
This is the No Jeans Club.
Are you guys wearing pants tonight? Because I was
I'm
told.
wearing pajama bottom.
Oh, all right. I went optional. I'm not saying I went commando, but I do have some camouflage down under.
Right.
Wong, how you holding up? My guy?
Yeah. Commando.
That's right. You know, you got to go Arnold Schwarzenegger. You got to take it back to the 90s.
Psych runs hot.
Yeah.
That's it.
Full Cyclops.
I'm full Cyclops right now.
The one-eyed monster is in the building.
One-eyed.
Right? You can only afford visor for one Cyclops.
Oh, and it starts already.
So do you guys remember actually having to go to the store
I
to
love
pick up your books?
going to the store, dude. There was
Dude,
no
I used to
online
get
ordering.
I used to get my comics at a drugstore, a pharmacy, off a newsstand rack.
Yeah, same here. I used to go to a newsstand, and it was whatever comics happened to be there that week.
Yeah, that's back when the drug of choice was either Marvel or DC.
That's
But
right. That's right.
Or Mad.
Eventually. Or Mad. That was the other drug of choice. But eventually, some guys came together, a coalition of men with skills, and we've got their main leader being represented in this little retro mail call. So since we're going to go with mail, yeah, go ahead, Wong.
Where did we get our information from?
Dude, if we have to go back, let me just bring out a little sample, and then you can do the clip. There used to be this thing called the magazine, which, you know, was constructed paper, and you'd have to buy it, and it was put out by this company. Oh, and even before that, we got D over there, but Wizard for me was my drug of choice right here. Had the subscription, you'd have features and articles, top 10, price lists. Dude, I've kept these over the years. They're in a garage, stored, sorted, alphabetized. I wish I would have protected them a little bit more, but you know what? I was young and dumb. And here's a great example of one of the best covers that I can recall. And I'm not stereotyping anything, but I'm just saying your boy's got some heat before him. And I'm thinking of, what was it? Old Dirty Bastard? Which got to have my money? Something like that. That's what I see when I see this cover.
Oh, hey, dirty.
Yeah. Which better have my money, have my money.
Well, look, man,
hooray.
Homeboy was getting ass back in like the 90s, and 30 years later, he's still banging Jessica Jones, man.
I mean, you can't beat that. That is something
strong.
That is, you know, that is a great background for that guy. So as we flip through some of these pages, and this is my part, and I'm going to bring you guys in. I'm just going nostalgic. I know that, again, everything new is amazing. I wouldn't trade my apps for anything. But I go back and I can pick up these books, and I'll sit in the garage as I'm cleaning for hours and just flip through them. And they takes me back to a time where, like, you know, innocent, had no like secondary mindset, just enjoyed reading a book, like looking at the art, loved the storylines. Batman manga, Bat manga. Where are you going to get that other than this book from Wizard? Gave a little insight, gave some background. There's some special characters towards the bottom there. And Mr. Wong, if you can hit him with the next slide, where it kind of all started, right? We remember Spawn was the creation. That was the baby that put Image on the map. You took McFarlane, who was doing great. And I do have one regret. You know, as I grew up, y'all are going to kill me for this, but I dropped out of comics at like 292, I stopped buying comics. Amazing Spider-Man. And I had to run everything prior to that, like from 200 to 292. And for whatever reason, I dropped out. So I missed that first series of Spawn. I did manage to get my 300, but that's thanks to my boy Adrian. Shout out to him. We traded, a 9.8 for an 8.5 of some books. So because of my boy, I do have that 300, but man, I kicked myself for not having stayed through that early Spawn and, Spider-Man series where McFarlane was a king. Look at the hair on this guy.
Spawn is where it's at, man. Like, it's gone so far. There's like 100 Spawns right now. With the original Al Simmons arc, everything from, like I said, the first Al Simmons arc, probably all the way to like Endgame and like Spawn Armageddon. That whole culmination of everything was just like, it was ingenious, right? And even in the first like 30 issues of Spawn, it ties into like Shadowhawk as well as Savage Dragon. And it spawns off from like Sam and Twitch. And then you have Spawn Blood Feud and Angela.
Yeah. Now, the last time I had a twitch, the doctor gave me this medication. Dude, within an hour, Twitch was gone. All I had was his buddy, his partner in crime, Sam. So that's just a little insight, maybe a little TMI, but that's how we roll. This is where we bring out.
It's part of the lore.
And I know what's going on. Sometimes you just need a little medication. So let's bring this in.
You got to get the tiny little comb to catch them all. See, I don't have that problem.
True that. Or, what? Was it Pokemon catch them all as well? I think that's where that slogan came from, dude. You know what? You find magic anywhere. And you guys know, like, as we chit-chat in the rooms and we chit-chat over text, one thing that I love to do is, like, you take somebody's comment and you make it into a band name. So that's what you're going to be seeing from me. That's my contribution to this thing. But let me bring you back to our Wizard books. You used to have a breakdown of Wizard top 10 hottest, whether it was new characters, old characters, just what was popular at that time. And as we look at this list now, reflect. This is a book from the 90s, or at least if I can recall, like 93 maybe?
This is 92.
92.
Yep.
So look at this list of who the top 10 are and where are we at today? We've got Wolverine main everywhere. We've got Spider-Man and Venom everywhere. Punisher, badass. My Raging Cajun, Mr. Gambit. This is shout out to you, Raging Cajun. You know what? I love that character. Ghost Rider.
Gambit just all the way.
All the way, dude. Badass. Both of them. And you know what? I love Gambit as a character. I know that, what was that movie with Wolverine Origins? Was it where they introduced like Deadpool, but it was with the zip mouth, it wasn't a ball gag, right? He just had a zip mouth that was shut.
Yeah.
It's not like mine, no.
They just shut his mouth. That's all they did. But
No
they did introduce Remy LeBeau, which was a pretty cool scene.
That kid, you know what? I love that kid. I used to watch Friday Night Lights. Taylor Kish, I think.
Yes.
Is his name.
Isn't he from like John Carter or Mars or whatever?
Yes, as well. That kid, to me, amazing. And you know how we have like fanboy crushes on some chicks?
Mm-hmm.
I put that kid on TV. What was he? Maybe 20, 21? And my wife's like, oh, goo-goo-eyed and whatever. It's all right. I'll give her that one. She can fangirl over that. That's why I took her cup.
My crush was on Cyclops.
The one-eyed wonder?
One-eyed, yes.
Oh, Lord. And then we've got, Archangel or Archangel, depending on how you prefer to pronounce it.
Well, as Gambit would say, l'ange de la mort.
Oh, bring it.
Share.
I learned that on tour.
Yeah, you've been out. Stipes. Now I remember your name. Dude, it's not Snipes. You're Stipes.
Michael Strife.
Even better. All right, so look at this page. This is 1992.
Oh, we got to compare that, eh?
Dude, I love the A. In Canada, A. It's just what it is. That's like us on the Latin side saying, "¿Qué onda, ese?" What up?
But
You know,
I'm French Canadian to the max. It'll come out sometimes. You'll hear my accent.
every once in a while, I'll French a Canadian too, dude. Salute to that.
Yeah.
But let's compare it. 1992. This is the year 2021. Top 10. What do we got? We got Remy 266. Still an amazing book, right? We got Carnage 361. Who does not want that book or wish they had that book and held it? I had a couple of copies. I did give one away as a gift to someone very deserving. And you know what? I don't regret it. I think one thing you guys might know about me.
That comic's gonna drop, man. With all the spoilers and all that shit I've been watching from the movie, I don't think a lot of people are gonna be too happy. That's one that's gonna for a bit.
That's what you think it's gonna drop for a while?
Oh,
same with you, want?
100%, buddy. 100%.
It has been. It has been.
Yeah,
Right, so,
yeah.
But you know what? That's gonna affect the guys who are flipping books. It's not gonna affect me because I've had that book since I bought it off the newsstand. I bought two copies.
That's exactly it.
It's not going to bother me. The price. Right. You know what? You know what I see the price on that book? What was it? $1.75, $2? That is the price that I have on that.
$2.99 Canadian.
Canada, sweet Canada.
Right.
But again, you look at that. That's super hot now. Who's coming back? Ghost Rider with the whole Marvel dark theme theories, and I want to see them do that right. You know, nothing against Nicolas Cage, but he didn't do it for me. I don't know about you guys. What did you guys think about Nicolas as Ghost Rider?
Not good.
I don't know, man.
I think he did a great job.
It's all CGI, man. Like the movie was just meh to begin with, right? Like Nick Cage is a good actor. You know,
like I was gonna say, National Treasure, something like that.
A lot of people like National Treasure.
Yeah, I love that movie.
He was good in that.
I will see that movie and watch it with my kids over and over again. But him as
man,
Ghost
8mm. I watch that one with my kid all the time.
Yeah, I mean, and then that's the thing we have in common. Like, there's things that we'll watch with our kids that we were there the first go around in 1992, and that they're making their return. Everything that is old is new again. Then we've got Harbinger and Darkhawk. You know, Darkhawk got hot for a while. I don't know where it's at right now. Harbinger, people that collected those
Shadowhawk was always so much better for me.
The Jim Valentino?
But Shadowhawk was sick, man, especially towards the end where he catches AIDS and he goes to Spawn and he's like, "Can you cure me?" And Spawn actually can't cure him.
Damn, bro. I didn't go that far into the books.
Yeah, man.
I think I went top 5 issues and then kind of dropped off for a little bit. But
Nobody went past the first series. But like I swear, but it was 3 series. It goes to like 18 issue. So undervalued.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like there's things that we kind of passed on, and again we may regret, and they're making a comeback, and things are getting hot. But still, you look at Spider-Man, you look at Ghost Rider, you look at the top 2, or well, out of these 10, there's 2 amazing Spider-Man covers, and your boy, what was it, Larson was doing the covers for those, or was it
Eric Larson?
Bagley and Larson. Yeah,
my bad, because I kind of like the art style on those 2 kind of looks very similar to me, to a sense. I know to like some aficionados, they're completely different, but I see that style and I kind of see the same between the 2 of them.
Well, see, I love Saul from the Spectacular Spider-Man art. It's so crude. It's so like cartoonish. You know what I mean? It stood out to me.
All right, and that's the thing. It's like we all bring a little something. I mean, I don't know about you guys as far as age. I don't want to throw any numbers out, but I would venture to say that out of the group of us that hang out together, and just so that the chat knows, these 2 guys above me have become like we're tight. We're like, sometimes we say things that we wouldn't tell anyone else, and they've just become like family to me. So there's my support system. But with these guys, we go back and forth and we'll trade, thoughts, opinions. We'll joke around. We'll bust balls. Sometimes.
Aww, Rudy, don't even come down there.
Bring it down, dude. You better get a wife permission slip signed. I need that form, double and triple tip. Or I'll get mine and I'll come up to Canada, dude. I'm Mexican. Crossing one border, I've already done that.
South
that's
of
our
the
next
border.
show, Crossing Borders.
South of the border.
Yeah, dude. Last time I was south of the border, I'm gonna cut that right there. But I was gonna say I married her. So
There you go.
Thank
I love
you.
going south of the border. Then your chin looks like a glazed coconut,
You got that shiny baby face look,
right?
or either you're. Well, I don't have that, but you got that beard thing going on there. It's probably because you're like in Canada, where it gets cold, eh?
No, I'm
Looking
half
good.
Arab.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding.
dude, I believed it. I don't know when the chat went there, but half Arab, I can work with that.
No.
So kind of like hung like a stallion, Arabian
Yeah.
style. All right. So we'll do a little switch. Next Sheen over here. Again, this is something you don't see in apps nowadays, but this is, I think, for us that bought these magazines, we would go see who are the top 10, whether it was creators as far as storytelling or artists. And I think in the 90s, the art was a little more dominant than the stories. You know, there's always that pendulum shift. One season, it's about the writers, you know, then it's about the artists, and then it comes back. But there's always that middle spot, that sweet spot where you find the art with the story. And that's where, like for me, things like this, I would love to read. You look
Well,
at the
the
stories.
art was a lot more amped too, huh? And then I think they started printing everything on those glossy white pages, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about the art. All about the art.
At that time. And you all have the permission to tell me to shut the front door if I'm talking too much. I can't help it. You guys know I DJ on the side. I do get asked to be the MC for the evening, talking about people I have no idea who they are, other than the music playlist that they gave me, and I got to go from there. So if I am talking too much, y'all let me know, and I can bring it down from a 10. I can bring it down to like about 6, maybe a 5. You just drop the word. But this is something that I used to love to look at. I can see McFarlane there. And when we brought this up the other night, you look at all the people in this book or this particular clip, and we're thinking 8 out of 10 of them are probably poster quality for the FBI's top 10 wanted list.
Oh, they all look like serial killers except for Lee.
Yeah, they're mugshots for sure.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, and the only other one that I would say is like, this dude's innocent just based on his smile, is that Lim next to Will Portacio, somewhere over here on the top right hand corner.
So Ronlin's right here.
Yeah, I mean, him I would believe to be innocent just based on that look, and Jim Lee. And the rest of them, yeah, I'm taking them to secondary inspection.
Ooh.
We're going to do a cavity
You
check.
got Will Portacio right here.
Dude, if I've seen a smuggler.
Looking suspect.
He's like, I don't know where those bags of white powder came from, but it wasn't me.
Okay, I reloaded.
Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah.
Here's a nice link to something that's relevant today. Under Jim Lee, it says X-Men upcoming project, Wildcats.
Oh,
so as many of you probably know, Jim just sold his X-Men 1 covers.
My battery's gonna die. I'll be right back. I gotta get the charger.
Okay, it's
Dude.
he sold the original artwork to the 4 connecting covers for over $2 million.
X-Men 1?
X-Men 1.
The group session.
Yeah.
And that art
Pretty
at
wild.
one point was what? It was on sale. You could buy it off of him for.
I don't
$1,000,
know if that was ever for sale. He sold art, maybe not that, but he did well to keep it all these years.
You know, that's his legacy. He's got a family and kids, just like we do. You know, we have family. The things we invest in, which I think for some of us that do go hard on the on the collecting side, you know, we buy things. And then I don't know about you, Wong, but, you know, married over 20 years. So I get that look like, what do you mean you spent $100 on comic books? You know, I get that look and I get that question. I'm like, honey, it's an investment. Just trust me. She's like, well, are you flipping it tomorrow? Like, no, you can't do that. It's not about flip it tomorrow. It's like, hold it long time. Eventually it comes back around. And if it doesn't, you know what? My kids get an inheritance. My grandkids get a library of reading material that, to me as a kid, made the difference between going astray, doing, bad things, just being in the wrong environment, to reading, focusing on storytelling, focusing on someone that's driven to complete a mission. And I think that had a lot to do with the way it molded me into the person that I became. But I do say, and my wife's like, I've heard that line before. I'm like, either I can spend, $50, $100 on books because I've just not bought books in a while, or me and the boys could have gone to the strip club, and you're not spending 100 there. You're going big time, or you're not going there. So she's like, all right, I guess that kind of makes sense. So, there's a balance there.
Yeah, it could all go to dust tomorrow, and I think we would all agree that it wouldn't matter.
Exactly.
It's the journey, right? So
it is the journey, and then you leave something for someone else to find. And you know what? Just sharing. This is how I got started in comic books. My dad, who used to work at
it was my dad too.
Hotels, here in San Diego, like way early 70s. Hotel San Diego and Hotel El Cortez were some of the original beginnings and humble beginnings of San Diego Comic Con. So one day he shows up, and I think I'm like 12, maybe 13. And he's like, he brought me a stack of about 20 books, some Spider-Man, some X-Men. I can't remember what else, but that's where my journey started. And I thank my dad, who's in heaven, amazing man. My character is based on him from what I saw. And I don't want to get sappy. I want to bring him back to the funk. But just shout out to good dads that are there as an example for their little ones. Salute to that.
Well said.
All right.
And finally, yes.
Yes. Not politically correct, but right now, you know what? Bikinis are hot. Look at that Captain America.
So fast when they did the Marvel swimsuit issue. You had like Bishop in his Speedo and all that shit. People were going nuts. They were so mad.
Yeah, because it was a different mindset. I mean, you look at something like this now and you're like, this is PG-3. It's not even PG-13.
Yeah. You got those like 1980s thongs like up under her arm.
But whatever, there was a time and a place for this. And again, these are some of the things that I think that as kids kind of brought us in. And you know what? Who doesn't want, as a guy, dude, I would kill to have an American Captain America bod. You know what? But I've got a Santee, California dad bod. And I'm okay with that. I can live with that.
I was always blown away by their physique. I'm like, why are they all so jacked? Like,
I remember, I'll share this story with you guys later on in the private chat about going to a bar and seeing this Captain America boy dance with a chick. Dude was just like American chiseled. And I'll share that story later on.
I don't think he was dancing, but whatever he was doing, he was winning.
Dude. And you know what? That was his focus. He decided, you know what, my body is my temple. And that's okay. The time in the season, you focus on what's important to you. All right. So hit him with the next slide. What do we got?
Ooh.
All right. So.
All right, Mr. Deanime.
All
right. Mail call. Retro mail call.
Retro mail call.
I saw that you put up the wrench warmers, and then what just happened there?
Hey, but I don't want to interrupt, but just as a tie-in to bring it back, since we were just talking about Wildcats and Jim Lee, I do want to show like a retro mail call of something, and I probably have shown it before, obviously with different images. So that whole Jim Lee Wildcat series,
great book.
I do have the first like 10. Whenever it blows up, dude, I'm gonna give it to my kids. I'm not cashing it in, but this is something is still in the box. I was gonna say mint in the box, but the box is a little beat up because it's been moved around.
Buddy, the grifter bike, like that's insane.
Not even that, dude. Down here.
Oh.
Down here, it's got a collector's number. It's like box number, and I'll tell you this if I can read this. All right, I can't read it, but it's collector's edition. I just need my magnifying glass, but there was only a certain amount of bikes that were made, and I still have mine in the box. And one day I'm going to gift this to someone in the community.
It's my bike in the box?
We can put whatever you want in your box, dude. We just have
anything
to get
looks smaller going to the Grand Canyon.
We just need your wife's permission, and I need it signed so that when I have to testify before the Senate committee, I can give that to you.
Oh, it's all good, man. I'm yesterday's news.
No, dude, we love you. So
Why you
what
full
happened?
screen? Yeah.
I don't know. I got switched. I got
Why is
brought in.
Tony so superior?
Why is your screen so big? That's what she said. Just a little something extra. That whole Wizard series, 1998.
Nice. I remember that.
You know, this
Buddy,
cover
I love Wizard comics, the halves, the specials.
You want to talk retro? And I'm bringing out, this is Wils's work. Wetworks.
He was great.
I love that. I have the whole McFarlane toy series with the Wetworks team. This was a spec book that may never go anywhere, but I think Madonna said Vogue. You know, so I've got that. If it ever happens, I've got issue number 1. And if I ever need to go up against the Flash and bring a chick to the party, I've got a little Velocity coming with me.
Nice.
And then Deanime, you know what? If you tell me you don't have these and you need them, I'm just going to gift them outright to you. But get ready. You've never seen this in my collection.
Oh.
I have every Terminator comic. That's Dark Horse issue 1.
Good try, Rudy. Good try.
Issue 2. Issue 3.
And
that's Dudley, the Terminator that defects. And
Is
that's
it?
issue 4. Probably one of the sickest covers, bud.
all right,
Buddy, Terminator
last
Dark Horse was so intense.
couple of comics, last ones. Nothing major, but you guys ever heard of Tony Daniel?
Oh, yeah. The 10. There you go.
The
it's gangster.
prismatic blue cover Wizard issue
Oh,
number
that's gotta
1.
be the special edition with the COA.
Yeah, it is.
There you go.
You had to buy Wizard magazines, send away the little thing on the back, clip it out, and whatever.
We all
do
did
that.
it
And we did it.
like little bitches.
Hey, you know what? you got to collect what you like.
That's
And
right.
then this always reminded me, you know, like when Predator came out and you had Arnold with his crew
Yeah.
coming out. I
When they
always
tear the
thought,
jungle up.
yeah, this is the crew that I thought that crew was based off of, or vice versa. So one of the two. And then something y'all don't know or may never have seen, and I have the action figure. Somewhere
Bloodstrike.
in
Oh,
Blood
yeah.
Strike, we got introduced to this guy named Chapel. And there's a McFarlane toy about Chapel, which is this guy, which I do have somewhere in the garage. And my last 2 mail call entries, still from the 90s, books that people
Stormwatch,
probably
yes.
don't
Scott
even have.
Clark.
Yeah. Great. Like, you know, the story is there. The characters are there. They just need to be developed. And then, of course, you had
Brigade.
So that's,
Nice.
ladies and gentlemen, that's my little stroll back through the 90s. Thank y'all for putting up with me. I think the teacher is telling me my time's been over for like 10 minutes. And she's like, Rudy, can you get your ass back to your chair, please? And you know what? No offense to your mom, but tell her to stop clapping for you. So, Mom, here's to you.
Sure.
Cheers. All right,
Cheers.
Michael
With that, I
Stites.
turn it over.
Okay,
Ooh.
there you go.
Cool.
What do we got? Dude,
All right.
she was beautiful.
Yeah. So if anybody
Right.
doesn't know who this lovely lady is, she was married to Kevin
Mr.
Eastman for a while, Mr. TMNT, and her name is Julie Strange. She's a penthouse model, and it's what they based heavy metal off of, mainly the second movie, Fact 2. But throughout the 90s and early 2000s, Julie Strange was the basis for the heavy metal model. So I wanted to feature this bad boy here from '97 because it's probably one of my most favorite covers. And this was actually my old man's. He was a huge Julie Strain fan. So I'm not sure how he got this, but he got like an autographed picture of Julie Strain. So when he passed away, obviously I kept it.
Props to him.
Yeah, man. So I love heavy metal, man. After reading like X-Men and Spider-Man and then moving on to Spawn, it was like, I don't know, something clicked in me. You know, I wanted more. And then I got into my dad's heavy metals and I started to flip through them and like my mind was blown. Then after that, I was reading Lady Death, Evil Ernie, and all that jazz, Razor, She. So, yeah.
Good
No,
stuff, I remember.
Dude, I think as far as like if I had to cast an Amazon princess to be Wonder Woman, right there. You know,
Dude, my old man was like, "She's 6'3" and worth the climb." I'm like, "Oh wow!"
Cheers to that. Like, and she ain't folding her shit in half for nobody, dude. Like, I don't care if I need a 3-step stool. We're getting there. You know, me and my
dude, I'm like 5'5", man. I'd be staring at her chest all day. Yeah.
Lucky you, fucker.
Not really. Also, I wanted to take a few minutes to show the chat something kick-ass that Rudy sent me, the main man right below me here.
I thought you were going to stand up and show us the bottom of your pajamas, dude.
No. The same spine tick. I'm sorry.
All right. You bring it out. What's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Oh,
yeah, nice.
Sam Key.
Required.
Yeah.
So talking about like McFarlane and McFarlane toys and all that shit. It wasn't just Spawn figures. Like, I went nuts and started making like every Image comic action figure. So even if you didn't know what the Max was, you knew that there was a Max action figure. So then you'd want to go and check out the comic, or vice versa, right?
Who that?
Did you guys know about the Max at all?
Fucking killer bunnies before bunnies were killers.
Yeah.
Remember the cartoon?
A homeless guy who sleeps in a box, and he has a social worker named Julie, and he tries to protect her from a serial rapist. And he basically envisions this whole fantasy world in which he dominates, and he calls it the Outback. So I'm not sure if you ever watched the cartoon. It's pretty trippy.
Dude, she was smoking. At least in her, what he saw her as, but you know what? She was there to protect him, and that's where his anchor was, right?
But it was so brilliant, man, and so undervalued. It has a huge cult following, and I do believe it'll make a comeback at some point. I think Channing Tatum was all over this shit for a while too.
He was. There was news about
that and Gambit was heavily involved in. Yeah,
I see that.
There was something else though in the box, Rudy.
I can't remember, dude. When I sent it, I told you that was a V&J AOK. Vodka and juice.
But like, I don't know, man. Like,
no idea. Whip it out.
Whip it.
There was a note that said,
"Whip it good."
Safety word is Armageddon, and then there was this.
That tomato.
No.
The gag ball.
It's a gag ball, man.
Do you know how hard it is? You know how hard it's going to be to pronounce Armageddon with a fucking gag ball? Let me show you.
That's why.
It's natural.
It's not gonna...
Is that what you want, Daddy? Huh?
Yeah. You know, Daddy wants what Daddy wants. And I think Def Leppard said it best when they said Armageddon it.
Yeah. Let's get the rock out of here. I don't want to touch it too much, Rudy.
Well played, DX, on that one. And ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, I did not send him that gag ball.
Yeah.
Full disclosure. Mine was blue. Mine was blue, dude. That was red. So you substituted.
Red, blue waffle.
Oh, dude. Thank you. You got more to share?
Not really, actually. I ran out of material. Give it to Wong.
Giving the Wong. New band name right there. Giving up the Wong.
All right, I guess
I'm
we're gonna talk some tunes.
I'm gonna tickle your armpit. Tickle your armpit. What? Right there.
So
Hey,
we're
what's
going.
up, Wong? What is this?
If we're going back to the '90s, and we're talking about things we grew up on, we can't forget about the cartoons.
No, dude. Amazing. Some of the best times.
Some of the best cartoons came out in the '90s, for sure.
Awesome. Did you all have to wake up on Saturday morning at like 7 a.m. to watch cartoons?
Religiously.
Here.
I used to look at the TV guide and see when X-Men would come on, or
What's
like
a TV
Captain
guide,
Bucky
dude?
O'Hare or something.
TV guide? What's that, dude? Some of
Yes.
us are not old enough to know. What's a TV guide?
We would wake up hoping it wouldn't be another rerun.
True that. I
Right? You
remember
would
that.
just get up and watch, and chances are or were that it was a rerun. But you
And
watched
you'd
it anyway.
freak out if
Yeah.
it was a new episode.
If it was new, forget it.
It was like, Mom, shut the front door. I can't hear. I remember that.
First one up, grab a bowl of cereal, park yourself in front of the TV, and that was it.
And run and press record on your VCR.
That's right.
On your video cassette recorder.
Yeah.
Do these kids nowadays, you know what? I'm about to shout out loud, get off my lawn, because I don't know if these guys know what a VCR is. In the
Everyone in the chat
chat.
does.
I'm gonna read some. Let me just put it out. Oh, Wacky Racers. You know what? Glenn 2K, Wacky Racers with Muttley, and his driver. But Muttley was my favorite. But bringing it back to Wong, bring in your animation. Let's go, dude.
All right, so this magazine was from the early '90s, and as was the case with the Wizard magazine, everybody loves their lists. So, kind of going back and looking at the list that was the top 25 cartoons back in the early '90s. Looks like we have cartoons like Mighty Mouse. I guess not quite as relevant as it used to be. I don't know if everyone in the chat remembers Mighty Mouse at all.
Biker Mice from Mars.
Yes, the '80s version. And then you had Courageous Cat, Minute Mouse, the Flintstones. You guys still watch the Flintstones at all? Then we had Beavis and Butthead, waiting for that to make a comeback.
They brought it back, I maybe about 9 or 8 years ago. They did
I
like
don't
a
even
season
remember that.
10.
Any good?
It was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, that was ahead of its time for sure.
Well, it's supposed to be coming back. It got re-signed for another movie and everything.
It's time. Everything from the '90s is relevant now.
It's back. It's 30 years
all-
later.
Yeah, all the collectors that are of age now. I mean, pretty much the '90s kids are running the comic book market right now.
100%.
All the nostalgia,
Yeah,
toys,
And like
TV,
guys our age,
movie.
we have access to like the past, present, and future because we grew up with all our parents' stuff, and we're current. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Totally.
No, for sure.
I think we see the value long term.
Now here's a cartoon you'll remember: Dungeons and Dragons.
That was never my swag. I never played.
Not your thing? Not even the cartoon?
Dude, I love the cartoon.
No, actually, no.
Oh, that's criminal.
Great.
I know. You guys have just a few years on me, though.
That's okay. I remember my favorite character, which was the anti-hero, wasn't it? Ranger, the guy with the
Yes, the green blonde hair with the green outfit.
Yeah, he was. That was my hero, of that series, and like I don't know, that just takes me back. That like humbles me and brings me back to a place where like, dude, we were innocent. All we were having is fun. And
he was the leader.
Yeah, that's the thing. You just need a good man to lead. And again, Wong, that's why I think if we ever name our group, and we're gonna go, what is it? school band style. We're gonna go Wong direction. You know,
We got a lot of names for sure.
we got plenty.
So let's see, what else we have? Challenge of the Super Friends, G.I. Joe.
Challenge of the GoBots.
GoBots, the Transformers knockoffs.
Yeah.
No, man. Everyone fucking says that. They came out in 83. Transformers came out in 84.
You ever watch that series on Netflix?
Which one?
The Toys That Made Us?
I've not seen it yet.
I've heard of it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It has a really good episode on Japanese robots and the origins.
Yeah, like the Machine Robo and all that stuff.
All of that stuff, for sure, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
man.
really good. Let's see, Spider-Man, Popeye, Ren and Stimpy.
Sweet.
Dude, Ren
Tom and Jerry.
Even the comics.
I've got
I never
something
read the
to
comics.
take you back to that point, Wong, that you would have been like a perfect candidate for.
Ooh, Thundercat.
Nice.
And
yeah,
G-Force. Dude, I loved G-Force. Jason
Grew up
was
on
my
that.
boy.
Grew up on
Princess, you know what? Jason and Princess. That's where it was meant to be. But then you had your dark element kid. What was his name? Was it Mark? Was Mark the leader and Jason was the second leader?
The wannabe, yes.
Yeah. I love that dynamic between the three of them. That takes me to what was the show? Vampire Diaries, where you have the one female lead and then the two male leads always battling over that position.
Yes,
that show for me was awesome.
Yeah, that was good stuff. One of the first imports from Japan, right? That got translated into English.
Wasn't it Gotcha Man?
Yeah, that was up there. All right, Pinky and the Brain. Who remembers that?
Love that. Dude, what are we going to do today? Pinky and the Brain for DX?
Oh, I misheard you. Absolutely, Pinky and the Brain. It was the Animaniac spinoff.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
What are we going to do today?
What? Yeah.
How are we,
Brian?
Dude,
Rudy, here goes your Battle of the Planets.
Yes, it was there, dude. I love that show as a kid. Like early morning, get up, you watch your cartoons. Like you said, you get your bowl of cereal. There's just nostalgia there, dude. It brings you back. You know, it doesn't matter how. Robotech, I didn't really watch. I never got into Robotech. What about you guys?
Astro Boy and Voltron. But there's also a French one called Goldorak.
Take what back?
Yeah.
All right, so we're down to our top 3 or 4. So 4 is Superman on this list, and 3 is Batman, the animated series.
That was the anime series right there.
That could be an episode all
X-Men
on
is
its
my
own.
favorite, but Batman only kills X-Men because the last 2 seasons of X-Men were shit when they moved production to the Philippines.
It's just rehashed stills and cells. All right, any guesses for 1 and 2?
Of the top 10?
The chat, any guesses for 1 and 2?
Ooh,
Let me see what the chat's saying. Hold on. I've got no response.
Remember, early 90s.
Hold on. Somebody saying Macross. We got
X-Men.
Glenn 2K saying he was clearing your throat.
Yeah.
Oh, Glenn, how are you clearing DX's throat, dude? We need to clear that up.
Smurfs.
Glenn in my throat. Hey.
Gargle.
Yeah.
That's
All right, TMNT.
Oh, is that the top show? The Gargoyles? The Gargoyles?
The Gargoyles.
The Gargoyle. I can't even.
That's a different dude. You were watching different cartoons than we were. It's like when they told you had to pay $5.95 to watch that show, he knew you were in trouble.
Stone by day, Warriors by night.
All right, so let's see. Any guesses?
The guess is Spider-Man the animated series.
All right, and the X-Men.
and the X-Men. Those are the top two.
Simpsons and Looney Tunes.
Dude, we did grow up on Looney Tunes. That's when you could carry a rifle, shoot at things, and our cartoons, and that was no big issue. You know what?
Back when Nazis were funny. Like,
yeah. And you know what? All of us that watch those shows and watch somebody getting slammed with a frying pan to the face.
Dude, I never did that to anyone.
Normal.
You know what I mean?
It was good, clean fun.
Yeah.
But I didn't need my parents to tell me not to do that shit. Like,
yeah, common sense kicks in.
Hey, don't hang on to an atom bomb as it's falling out of a plane. You know what I mean? Don't strap yourself to a catapult. Don't chase after cars. Like,
don't leave your credit card with the
don't drink the stuff under the sink. You know,
never shop at Acme.
Yeah.
Dude, all their products, that was the Amazon of its day. It's like, I need to return this because it's not working.
Oh my God, that's right, eh?
That is where Amazon started.
But the Coyote was hilarious. He would always fuck himself up.
But you know what, bro? He showed you what endurance is. That is what I look up to that guy.
He showed up, man, to work the next day.
Every day.
Exactly. Preach.
That motherfucker was Mexican. I'm telling you. Coyote, El Coyote, right? He's Mexican. He's like, you know what? I am there at 6 o'clock punching in.
Did you get the Roadrunner? Nada.
Nah, not
You'll
today.
Get him tomorrow.
I get him tomorrow. I say. Just I don't want to stereotype as Mexican, but I can say it because I've got that Latin blood. But yes, we will show up at like 6 a.m. slightly hungover or hurting, but we'll give you a full day's labor, and we'll be back at it again tomorrow.
Well, there was always a lot of underlying themes, even like the X-Men cartoon, man. In like one episode, the One Man's Worth, where Xavier, they go back in time and try to kill Xavier. So the whole Age of Apocalypse crew goes back in time, and you have Wolverine who's shagged up with Storm, but they're in a restaurant holding hands, and people start freaking out because there's a white dude holding a black woman's hand. You know what I mean? And Wolverine's just not having any of that shit.
He's like, dude, I'm Canadian. We play by different rules. Hey,
yeah, man. He's like, rah. He's like, we don't take kindly to your intolerance. And, you know,
like, well, take some of this blade, mofo. And I'm not talking.
You know what I mean? All these like little underlying themes and shit like that, man. Like Sailor Moon taught me about love.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Sailor Moon. You had to slip that in there. We can't go an episode without mentioning it.
Gina's watching.
You will get shout out, Gina. Thank you for watching this, girl. You are an amazing supporter of these three.
Yeah.
Including myself.
Knuckleheads.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Speaking of 90s, there you go. Whoops, how'd that get there? Whoops.
Is it lemon flavored?
I don't know. I should go back to like losing my religion or some shit.
I think that shit was lost a while
That's
ago.
me
There.
in the corner.
It's not you with a boner?
They put a wong on the moon.
You can put a bong pretty much anywhere, dude, and people are happy. No, I said wong, not a bong.
Oh, that's my impression of Steve.
Steve, our apologies.
Steve Osama Senpai for the life of hip hops and me. I can never pronounce anime, etc. properly.
Dude, that was hilarious. I remember when we first got introduced to you. It was like Etc. I'm looking at him like, that's etc. But
is that Danim A X Terra? Like
Danai me? Is that Danai me?
Like, is he Russian?
He made it sound good though. He was convincing.
Yeah, he did, dude. And that was the thing. Like when he brought you in with that flair and that flavor, Steve, props to you, dude. That is the thing that the name, the catchiness of that. That's why I started with Wong. I could see Wong's a leader from the get-go. You could see that in any chat, in any room. And then you brought in Exoterra, and this mofo has more flavor than like the
spicy.
Pork, the pork chops that I made for dinner for my kids tonight. Dude, I threw some flavor on there. I'm like, Laden, I got home 5:30. Dinner was ready.
Cumin and paprika, chili, brown sugar, and some lime, garlic.
And I'm going to throw the gauntlet down. I've never done this, but Gomez Comic Collector. I see you on the grill. I see you on IG. I see all your food, dude. It's on. Latino a Latino, it's on, bro. We're going to do
Bake off. Bake off.
Bake off, cook off, grill off, whatever it takes. Somebody's getting off. Thank you. I'm here till Tuesday.
Gauntlet thrown.
Gauntlet thrown. Love that kid. Dude, you know, I don't know if it's a Latin thing. I know, DX, you love food, dude. You're always talking about food. You're either at Wendy's or you're at KFC's or you're grilling something or you're creating a glaze with some kind of sauce. What's your background? Tell me a little bit about you. What do I not know about DX?
Hold on. Let's keep talking about the comments from the show.
Other than the record, you know, which was white according to the county record.
And I'm French Canadian.
French and Canadian. Here's to French and Canadians.
Yes,
Salud.
yes.
All right, back to our comics.
All right, so let me go ahead and I'm gonna grab my retro mail call.
I'm gonna sit like L in Death Note.
I might need some light.
Close my door. No, it's just myself. All right, sorry.
Hold on one second.
But I'm having a great time.
Oh, the light. All right, so a couple things. Gonna start with we'll go a little retro. Does anyone remember the Warner Brothers gallery stores?
Yes.
Back in the late 80s, early 90s? No. Anybody in the chat?
Tell you what they say in the chat. Hold on.
So, if you don't know, Warner Brothers back 30 years ago had stores where they would sell merchandise, really mostly Looney Tune characters, because at the time they were really big. So you could buy clothes, you could buy toys, prints, cells, you know, anything kind of collectible.
Yeah, those are beautiful, dude.
Yep, and at the time they also had a license with DC, so they had a lot of DC merchandise as well. And people were buying this stuff up like they were going to retire off it. Essentially, they were kind of manufactured collectibles. Rudy, you remember that?
Yeah, I used to love, like, you'd go browsing, and I've got a couple of prints that we bought for our kids when they were small. Framed, they're put away. Kids at some point outgrew them, but I'm like, yeah, we're not getting rid of these. We're going to save these. It'll come full circle. And I loved what they used to sell. Those cells,
so
amazing.
You would just go in the store just to walk around and check out the stuff. So anyhow, so for
Wong, you have to go full screen for Sheena. Do it now.
Show us the big Wong. My bad. I didn't mean that the way it sounded. We just wanted the full screen.
All right, so I don't know if you remember, they used to have these plates.
Beautiful, dude.
Oh man,
those are amazing.
I think they're kind of worthless now, but they're pretty nice.
No,
you kind of go and look in the back.
Dude, wow. Oh, I remember seeing ads for those, but like Star Trek ones.
Yeah, so. I haven't opened this in 30 years. So going back and kind of sticking to the wizard theme. You guys remember the Marvel Masterpiece trading cards?
Oh yeah.
Remember they came out with comic books?
No.
So
I know they just released a whole bunch of masterpieces, but nothing like that.
So they would make the comic book version of it, of the painted cards, the Joe Drusco.
So is that like a reprint of issue 1, but in that art?
Yeah, so let me break it out.
Yeah, that's gangster. I like your Sandman.
So, comic.
Dude.
Jusco.
Bro.
Beautiful.
And then it would just be
Yeah,
Okay.
like the prints.
just reprints of the cards, but in
Okay.
comic book size.
Yeah, those are beautiful.
Doom
And I think
299.
I have a variant of something like that by Jusco signed. And yes, I love that card. That Psylocke card is one of my favorites.
So, a couple more on the Hulk.
Oh.
I don't have that one. That is damn gorgeous, bro.
And
Holy smokes, man.
so that's my retro.
But you're not that old this stuff.
I'm not too far behind you.
I'm going to get close on that one. I'm going to call like 33,
Me?
35.
Oh man, I am at the half century mark.
All right, then we're there. I'm 67.
So yeah,
I'm
All right.
72.
I'm gonna save the best for last. But got a box.
Oh, who sang you that?
No. Hey, Juan,
Yes.
before you bust that open, and I do want you to show it.
Yeah.
Can I tell you, you know how you mentioned the Warner Brothers stores
Yes.
and like something that is super dear to me, and I can feel you on that. Can you, without it being sexual, can you blow me up?
Yes. Blowing now.
Oh man.
Ah, look at that. Alex Ross.
Alex Ross plate.
I'd lick the
Beautiful.
plate clean.
All right, so
There you go.
Dude, we're like,
That's for
Weird.
copy. That's for copy.
Weird. yeah, you know what, copy? We'll work this out one day. I can see setting this aside for you in my last will and testament. But dude, I just had to go there. That Warner Brothers store, dude, you brought me back to a foundation.
Yeah, you remember that, right?
I completely. It was like a kid in a candy store where you saw the most amazing things. Like, how is someone so talented that they can produce this? They can draw this. They can paint this. It's like, dude, I have trouble drawing a straight line without a ruler.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Me, same here. All right,
Wow.
so going back. So picked up my copy.
Nice.
Thanks to
Ventura,
Jeremy and Caroline. Thank you.
You promised me comics. They gave you comics.
And they delivered. And then I finally got this in. It's been so long, I don't even want it anymore.
Dude,
Oh my
they're
God.
that waste area ain't wasted.
I got FOMO'd into this.
That's all right. We all
But
do.
it's-
At some
But
point,
it's pretty cool.
we all get FOMO'd in.
All right, and then this is the last. All right, so this is from our favorite uncle, Uncle Rudy. I have a little note that goes with it, but I'm going to keep that private.
Private.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Better not be a gag ball.
No,
This is for me.
Uncle Rudy, this is awesome.
you know what? That is a.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I don't have this.
Open it up, dude. Open up the front cover.
Oh. Autographed. Wow.
Oh. Is that the one that just came out there not too long ago?
I don't think so. That's been out for a long time.
Oh, if
That's
it's
been in my
Wizard, yeah,
PC
my
for
bad.
years.
I know
Dude,
that
this is
Jim Lee and Alex
awesome.
Ross just put one out there last year.
Yeah, he's got the Oh, I've got that book. It's Marvel something, and I can't remember, but it's a beautiful book. It's got like a lot of his artwork, his original beginnings, his humbleness. But this book has been in my PC for 15, 20 years, thereabouts. And you know what? If I know somebody that deserves it and will protect it as much as I would, Wong, that's yours, and that's why it's now home.
Dude, thank you. No, this is awesome. I appreciate it. This is going up on the shelf.
All you.
Did you get to sign in person?
Yeah, stood in line for a while, but this is when, you know what? In that era, you know, artists were just artists. They would just sign your book without a $25 to $50 fee. And nowadays, you want to get Jim Lee's signature, you want Rob Liefeld, you want Silvestri. You know, they'll do it, but you're not just standing in line. You are paying.
Kingdom Come.
True that. One of my favorite series.
Thank you.
You're welcome, bro. Like I said, from my PC to yours, it's meant to be kept by someone who appreciates it. Thunder. That cover I showed you had that wizard. That's that wizard cover, but I didn't know Shazam was a part of it, apparently.
It's funny because I didn't even know, of course, I didn't know that this was coming, but it's so fitting with today's theme.
And you saw it. It's by Wizard. It was put out by Wizards exclusively. So
Good
again,
stuff,
you
thank you.
had to cut out like 15 box tops. And kids today won't know what it meant to be collecting box tops and sending them out for a book. So all yours.
This cover by Ross.
That is beautiful. Ross is like, dude, his game is on point.
This is the Terminator Burning Earth trade paperback. Actually, a lot of times if I have like a mini series, I want to keep it in the vault. I don't want to fuck it up. You know, I'm going to get the trade paperback.
Yeah.
So anyways, Copy actually told me and informed me that Terminator Burning Earth was Alex Ross's first cover art. So Matt's props to Copy for informing me. But to everyone else, go check out the Burning Earth by Ross. Like the covers
awesome,
are
dude.
Yeah. Back to you, Juan.
All right, so Rude, anything else you got left?
Last one, hanging in my room. Been here for 15, 20 years.
Ah, look at that. Is
Earth
that the
X.
that's the one half?
This is Earth X number.
It's the X Universe?
Paradise X. Wizard Special Edition. It doesn't have a number to it. So I'm assuming it's a one shot. But again, it's just like things that are in my room just kind of bring me back. They humble me. They make me feel like a kid at heart.
Oh, absolutely, man.
And
it's like me and all my old porno magazines.
Back when I was 16, I was collecting, America's Top 20. But no, apart from that, that's what I've got. Chat, y'all have been amazing. You know what? You guys have something you want to, with the exception, the anime. Following statement. Y'all want to plug anything?
DX, anything else to show, or are you good?
I'm good. E?
No, man. I'm ready for my bedtime doobie. But I think we got a few shout outs, a few.
Yes. So, before we sign off, we just wanted to do a little good and welfare. And just shout out one of the members of the
I got
chat
makeup
tonight.
in my hat.
It's all good, dude. Your wife's going to appreciate it.
Take it away, DX.
For what?
You know what? There you go.
Ragin, that's for you, man. Congratulations on hitting
1,000
followers on Instagram. We're going to get you to 2,000, brother.
Congratulations, man.
I hear that Rage is all the rage.
He is the rage.
He is
the rage.
Everyone who's got home alone right now would just start fucking clapping it for Rage.
Raging.
Clapping?
Yeah.
The Clapping Rager? Yeah, that's a new band name right there waiting to happen.
Yeah. 5 avocados out of 5.
Well,
we
checked.
Well, we appreciate everybody hanging in there tonight.
Yeah, thank you all for having us. I know that we were meant to take like 15 to 20 minutes of your time, and I'm not looking at the clock now, but I think we took a little bit more. But that's what happens when you're hanging out with friends, just, talking about the things that you love. And we appreciate you guys being here with us. At this point, do we want to bring back the original cast, or did they leave the building and leave us in charge of?
I got to go wash the makeup off my face like I do every Thursday night. So
that's nothing different. I'm thinking Thursdays, Tuesdays, sometimes on Saturday night.
I wake up looking like Courtney Love.
Ladies, you can catch him at the mall performing. Bring your debit cards. He does have a swiper right down the backside.
No, man, I have the square tap.
Somebody's tapping that square. I'll tell you that much. Oh, Wong, what you got? What you got going on this week, sir?
Okay, later, guys.
All of the same. All of the same. Catch you on the socials.
All right. So should I close this out with the infamous phrase?
Yes. Take us out, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, you saw what we brought. If you want to do it right, collect what you like. Peace.